PlayStation has just released their DualSense Edge controller. It's a fully customizable modded controller, which means you can take your, well, you can't take your normal controller, but this new controller, you can take the controller and you can swap around the thumbsticks, the triggers, the faceplates on the buttons, as well as adding a function button. We'll get more into that later. So this new DualSense Edge controller will actually allow you to save profiles set for each different button on the controller. So let's just say you set a certain configuration for God of War Ragnarok when it releases, and you want your triggers and you want your thumbsticks to turn on or recognize at a certain dead zone. You can set all of that up inside of a customizable profile for that specific game. I'm sure that there'll be some kind of software update that'll release for the PS5 when this controller comes out. So with this function button, it'll pretty much allow you to switch your profiles on the go. So you won't have to go all the way into settings, you can simply press the function button. My guess is that it'll be either on the top of this new controller or the bottom, because if you're like really gaming and you accidentally press this button, you kind of just swap your settings in the middle of a match, and that's not great. Now you gotta go and swap it, and by that time, you probably just got headshotted. So my guess is they're either gonna put it on the bottom or the top. Now we all know that there is a accessory that you can add to your, I think, DualShock 4 controller, or they might even have it for this, I haven't seen it yet, that back button. So you can add back buttons to your, or back paddles pretty much, to your PlayStation controller. This new controller will already have them in a box and actually have a spot for them to plug right into. Everything will be fully customizable, which means every button that you see on this here controller will be interchangeable, which is crazy. It's just mind-blowing to think about. Xbox has already done this. I don't really know how long it's been that way, but it's actually quite cool. And the great thing about this new controller is that you won't lose any of the features that you have on the normal DualSense 5 controller. You won't lose your microphone, you won't use your touchpad, you'll keep your haptic feedback, and as well, USB-C. They actually are introducing a new type of USB-C. More on that in just a sec. So the new DualSense 5, that's like a long tongue twister here. DualSense 5 Edge controller will now feature a new type of USB-C braided cable. So right out of the box with your PlayStation DualSense 5 Edge controller, you'll have a different type of USB-C cable. It's still USB-C, but this time it's a lock mechanism DualSense 5 USB-C. Wait a minute, this is a tongue twister. DualSense 5 Edge USB-C cable. Mind-blowing. So anyway, let's just say you're in a match, you have your normal DualSense 5, right? You go to charge it. So you plug in your controller and then you plug this into your PS5, right? Plugged in, right? Let's just say you get kind of rowdy, you know, like, oh, I'm really trying to get this kill, and your cord pops out in the middle of your excitement, right? That kind of just hit me in the eye. Okay, you get really excited in the heat of the moment and your thing pops out and now your controller's not charging anymore, you don't realize, and it dies in the middle of the game. What can you do? Nothing, it's dead. Someone you just got headshot, you just got 360 no scoped. How do you feel? This time with this new controller, or this new controller cable, I guess you could say, it's a locking mechanism for the USB-C cable, which means this won't easily pull out. You can literally, I mean, it'll be better than that, but you can literally dangle the thing around. I really slapped myself in the eye. Oh my God. And it won't fall out. It'll be locked in place and it won't unlock until you, it's like a DisplayPort cable. Have you guys seen those before? Where you kind of have like a tab you have to squeeze to unplug it. It's pretty much like that, but for the USB-C on the controller. Another great thing in conclusion is that this new DualSense Edge controller will actually feature a carrying case, which keeps your DualSense controller, Edge controller wirelessly connected and the components together, organized and all in one place. It also allows you to charge the controller via a USB connection while it's stored in the case. So unlike these controllers, you know, you don't have detachable buttons and things like that. It doesn't come with a case, but with this new controller, you'll have a case to keep everything together and the controller will actually charge in that case. That's mind-blowing. Not only do you get a controller, not only do you get moddable controls, not only do you get your old features from the DualSense 5 original controller, you also get a charge case. So you're just less likely to just plug it into the PlayStation 5 to charge it anyway, because when you're not using it, it's in the case charging. Xbox, your move.